March Madness Pilates Challenge. I'm your instructor, Christine, and hopefully you were able to go through our first exercise for day one. Again, this is a 30-minute Pilates challenge, and it's good for all levels, so let's get started. For today, we're going to work on extension work as well as some core work. And we're going to start off with our tummies down on the mat, right? For our prep here, right? Your legs will be out, just hip-width distance apart, right? Not tucking your toes on the mat. Your arms will be in a W-shaped position, looking down towards the mat here. We're going to inhale here. As you exhale, you're just going to lift your heart up, not so far up, just up to like a mid-back extension. So your mid-back is actually right here, basically the middle of your back, right? Pressing down on your palms here and not making sure you're not flexing those head too far up. All right, inhale at the top, exhale, lower back down. Let's just do that 4 more times. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Start to lift your heart up. Okay, your gaze will be just about right over here, which is, 4 inches away from where I started. And lower back down here. Okay, 3 more. And inhale here at the top and exhale, lower back down. And for 2. Down for 1 more time. And exhaling up, inhale to top. And we're lowering back down. Okay, 1 more thing here for our prep is that we're going to take our hands right in front of our forehead here. So it's connected on the forehead. Okay, we're going to do the same mid-back extension. But now our hands are going to come up with us. So we're going to inhale here to prepare. As you exhale, you're starting to lift away from the mat. And inhale to top, exhale, lower. Your feet are still down on the mat here, so you're not lifting off your legs. Inhale here and exhale. Let's come back up. And inhale to top, exhale, lower back down. 3 more. And here we go. Lifting our heart up, lifting our hands up, and lower back down. For 2. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. And last one. And let's come back in. Good. Lower all the way back down. Okay. Now, I want you to go to a shell stretch position. It's basically a child's pose, but imagine that you have that giant beach ball still over in your belly. So you have that nice C-curve position while you're sitting on your heels. So we're just releasing that tension on the back for any of our prone or tummy exercise. We're going to do this. Either you can do what's a child pose like this or a shell stretch, which is a C curve sitting on your heels. All right, then come to an all fours position here, right? You want to make sure that your heels, your hands in the heels, actually your wrist is over your shoulders. That's what I meant. Right? And then your knee is over your shoulders, or your knee is over your hips as well. Okay? And then let's take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're starting to extend your right arm and extend that left leg, right? So we're focusing on our balance here. You want to make sure too that you're not lifting your left hip so far up, right? So you want to keep that square shape alignment of your left hip to your right hip, right? And then we're just gonna stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's come back in, back to that all fours position. And then we're gonna do that on the other side. Left hand out, right leg out. Okay, make sure that you're not hiking up the right hip this time. So really dropping that right hip. And keep on breathing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back in. All right, you can sit on your heels. Just shake out your wrist here because we're gonna go back to that all fours position. And back to your all fours position here, right? So we're gonna add in a curl while we're extending one arm out, one leg out, all right? So we're gonna start off on that right arm up, left leg up, okay? This time you're gonna bend the right elbow, bend the left knee. As you're doing that, you're also going to scoop your belly in and extend out to your nice neutral, and exhale as you're coming in. Inhale, extend for 5, 4, and 3, and 2, one last one, and come back to that all fours position, right? Then of course we're gonna do the other side, right? Left hand out, right leg out, okay? Bend that left elbow, bend the right knee, curling in, and extend out, and curling in. Inhale, extend, exhale here, and for 4 more, and extend out for 3, and 2, and one last one, and extend. Good, right? Just quickly sit on your heels again, shake out the wrist here, and then we're gonna go back on our tummy on the mat. So we're gonna do some more extension work. All right, back to that W position of the hands. Okay, your feet are kind of hip width distance apart still. Actually, let's go ahead and make that as wide as the mat for our swan. Okay, we're gonna take an inhale here. As you exhale, again, pressing down on the mat or on the floor. Right now, you're gonna lift up on that full extension. Okay, your gaze now will probably like feet away, and we're gonna come back in. All right. So if you feel any tension on the lower back here, just make a mini swan, so you're not really full out on that extension, right? And exhale onto our full extension and lifting the heart away. Okay, lower back down. Inhale to prepare and exhale. We're gonna come back up. Inhale to top and exhale to lower. Okay, then we're gonna do that one more time. And lower back down. Okay. Then we're gonna do some swimming here. Okay. And here you're gonna extend your arms out overhead. Your legs are now back to that hip width distance apart. Okay. You're gonna lift both arms up, lift both legs up. Okay. Then you're gonna start with your right arm further up, left leg further up, and then you switch and switch and switch. Okay, you can go a little bit faster once you have the coordination down. And our breathing pattern here is inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue doing that. Last set here. On the inhale and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower all the way back down. Okay, let's go back and sit on our heels. And we're gonna go on to do some inverted exercise. I'm gonna start off with a prep work here first with our rollover prep. You're going to lay back down, right? Okay, so my tailbone is heavy on the mat here. I'm on neutral. Palms are down. Okay, I'm gonna take one leg to tabletop and then the other. I'm gonna cross my legs one over the other. It doesn't really matter which one is on top. So my right leg is on top of my left leg here. All right, this is just a prep work. So back to that 90 degrees here. Your knees are over your hips. Okay, from the inhale here, as you exhale, you're gonna curl into your imprint and then just lift your hips off and come back to that starting position. So this is just a prep really to dynamically engage your lower back. And 3 more times like this. And for 2, okay, come up for 1. And then uncross those legs. Then we're gonna go on to the full roll over. Again, with any inversion exercise, please do not go onto your neck, all right? Then we're gonna extend both legs out, okay? So you're gonna start out with kind of a 45-degree angle, okay? You're gonna inhale here to prepare. You're gonna start hinging your legs towards you. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your legs up and over. So I'm actually modifying for myself here, okay? And then from here, when your legs are parallel to the floor, right? You can, if you're flexible enough, you can touch the toes on the ground if you can. Come back up to that parallel position. Then AB duck your legs. So separate those legs, okay? And then you're gonna start slowly rolling all the way back down with control. All right? Then we come back into that starting position, okay? So I'm modifying for myself here. 1, because I'm tired. And 2, I just can't do this correctly. So that's why I'm trying to help myself as much as possible. Okay, so this one, we're gonna hinge and exhale up and over, right? Parallel, touch the ground if you can. Back to parallel. And separate those legs. Roll all the way back down. Back to your 45 degrees and then close the legs, okay? We have 2 more of this, okay? Exhale up, okay? And then we're gonna separate those legs, okay? Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, you're rolling all the way back down with control. And inhale, exhale, lower, up and over. Okay? Touch the ground, only if you can. Inhale here. Exhale. Start rolling all the way back down. And 1 more time like this. Okay? Up and over here. And
Let's touch the ground and separate those legs and exhale. Start rolling all the way down. Good. Then there is actually a reverse of this. There's a reverse coordination. So we're going to start off with legs apart. Okay, breathing pattern is still the same. We're going to take an inhale to hinge, exhale up and over. Okay, touch the ground if you can. Come back to parallel. Close the legs here and exhale. Start rolling all the way back down. All right, okay, three more, right? Open those legs, okay? Up and over here, up and over, up and over, parallel to the ground, okay? Touch the floor if you can. Come back to your parallel, glue your legs back in, really use your adductors here to squeeze you, and you're rolling down on the midline of your body, so you're not zigzagging your way down, okay? Open these legs. And touch the ground. Inhale up here. Close your legs. And exhale, rolling all the way back down. All right. Two more like this. And here we go. Almost here. And close. And let's roll all the way back in. With control. Back to that diagonal. One last one like this. Good. And touch the ground if you can. And close your legs. Roll all the way back down. Good. Right. Just bend the knees in. Rock side to side. Let's do a little bit of a breather. And then just go ahead and lay on one side. So I'm on my left side here. Your bottom arm will be extended out, so your head will be on that bottom arm, right? Your bottom palm is down, okay? And then here, I'm actually in a banana shape position. So I'm hinging my legs here, so I'm not in one long line, right? 45 degrees of the legs hinge of the hips here, right? And then we're gonna start off with our top leg up, flex that foot. So my right foot is flexed. This top arm, you could either be in that top hip or on this spider shape position in front of you to make sure that you have a good balance. Making sure your bottom obliques here is working, you're kind of not hanging out there. Engaging those bottom obliques, all right? Okay, we're gonna take inhale here, starting to kick forward 2 times, and then point that foot, scoop back. All right, this is where I reference my foodie people. Okay, as you're scooping back, imagine that really scooping as much ice cream as you want. Okay, flex this foot, inhale as you kick forward, flex, point, and scoop back, right? And inhale, kicking forward 2 times. As you're scooping that ice cream, you also want to be, your top leg is parallel to the floor, so you're not taking your leg so far down, or you're not making like a zigzaggy position. Let's just do that 3 more times. Hinge of the leg here, and scooping as much ice cream as you want. All right, inhale here, and exhale to scoop. One last one. Good. Then we're gonna take that top leg down, and then we're gonna make a vertical line of our body. So hinging those heels back, right? You wanna make sure that top hip is aligned with the bottom hip, so you're not kind of doing this or so far back, right? So one long line of the body here, okay? I'm gonna take my top arm to the hip, or another modification is right here. So take your pick, and then we're gonna take that top leg up one more time. And we're gonna make little circles. So flex that foot, okay? Imagine that you're drawing little circles from the heel, okay? Nice and easy here. Working on those hip rotators, okay? Size of a orange tennis ball, size of an apple, okay? Not size of a toilet paper, maybe a size of a toilet paper that's always almost running out. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, keep that feet flexed, right? We're going to reverse the circle, right? Whichever way you started, just reverse that, okay? And making sure again that your top hip is still on top of that bottom hip. And keep on breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. Let's take that leg down. Okay. This time around, I'm going to take my spider hand here. Okay. Then we're just going to take both legs up. Both legs come down. Okay. Really want to recruit from your abs here as you're taking your 2 legs up and down. Lift up and down. Now the tendency is for some people to kind of fall forward, which is you do not want to do that, okay? You really want to engage obliques, abs, stability of the hips here. We're also challenging the stability of the hips so that you're doing this exercise correctly. Okay, you're going to inhale as you lift, exhale, lower. For 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming back down. Now you're taking that top hand on that top hip. Again, your bottom palm is down. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take both legs up, simultaneously taking the upper body up. So we're making that boat shape position. Working on our obliques here. We're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, now we're going to start lifting off. One long line, boat shape position, and lower back down. And exhale as we come up. Inhale to lower back down. 4, 5 more. Inhale, we lower. And for 4, okay, feel like you're really reaching towards your heels and lower. 4, 3, and 2. One last one. Good. Then we can bend both knees in. Okay, so your heels will be kind of right where your tailbone is. The back. For a clamshell stretch. So again, my top hand is doing this spider shape position. You can actually come up to on this forearm position. Your bottom elbow is bent and then you're resting your head there. Again, you're not going to sink like this if you're in this position, right? So beach bod. This is a good beach body exercise to get that nice side of the glute here. So we're just going to open that top knee. Come back in. Now, how far you can open. Again, if you've opened too far out, so look what I'm doing here. Now my top hip is way over my bottom hip. So I know that I've gone too far out, open, okay? So for me, it's just up to here that I can maintain this hip alignment of my top hip over my bottom hip. And hopefully we can all get some summer time in the beach soon, very, very soon. And right about this time, you can really feel it in the side of the glute here. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and close that clam. Now we're gonna lift the heels. Both feet are lifted about 3-4 inches off of the mat. Okay, we're gonna do it that way. So you can tell that now my opening is a little bit bigger. Okay, but we're working on a different area of our glute here, especially on the top right glute. And inhale, exhale as you close, inhale to open. Okay, we're here for 5 more. 4 and 3, 2, one last one. Okay, now we're gonna carefully take our feet down, okay, and massage that glute. Right? Before we go to the other side, let's just do a figure 4 stretch. So we worked on our right leg, so that right ankle is over the left leg. Grab the back of that left leg. And making sure you're not doing a static stretch. You also want to kind of make sure that you're stretching your left leg or that left knee towards your right shoulder, and then come back to your midline, and then stretching towards your left armpit or your left shoulder. All right, now we're gonna do the reverse. Okay, so we started off with that banana shape, so hinging forward, okay, 45-degree hinge here, right? Starting off with that right palm down, okay, head is down. Again, your bottom oblique is not sinking down. We're not sleeping. We're not in a side sleeping position really, okay? Keeping that bottom oblique working, okay? And then that top hand just to balance you. We're going to take that top leg up, flex that foot, okay? 2 kicks forward and scooping your ice cream as much as you can. Flex, inhale, inhale here, and exhale as you're scooping back in. Inhale, inhale, and scoop back in, parallel to the floor here. 5 more. Flex as you kick, point as you scoop. For 4 and 3, 2, one last one. Good. I'm going to take this top leg down. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that my whole body is one long vertical line. All right. Okay, I'm still engaging my bottom oblique here. Circles. Okay, from the heel, flex that foot. Okay, I'm going to make little circles here. All right. I want to make sure that I'm not falling forward or falling back on my left hip this time, my top hip. And for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse your circle. Okay, you want to make sure that you're really drawing that circle from the heel. And for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to take that leg down. Okay, bottom leg comes up. Both legs come up. And come back down. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Okay, inhale up. And exhale down. For 5 more. And 4. 3. And 2. Okay, one last one. All right, now we're gonna take that upper body up as well. Okay, really working on those obliques here. And exhale up to that boat shape position. As far up as you can. Lower back down. And exhale up. And we lower. For 4. Okay, use that bottom palm to really push your upper body up. And 2. One last one. Ooh. Come back in. And now we're doing our beach ball exercises. Clamshell stretch here. Okay, again, heels are kind of aligned with your tailbone. All right. Okay, making sure that your bottom hip is over that top hip. And here we go. Opening up and lower. And you can really do this as many as you like, especially if you're watching your shows. And you can go on a side laying position. And we're here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, lifting both feet up. Now we're opening up a little bit further away from that bottom knee. Okay, keeping that connection of both feet. For 4, 3, 2, one last one. All right, okay. And then you can just massage that side of the glute. We're gonna go to our figure 4 position. Okay, bend that now we're on the right knee. Bend towards your chest, towards your right shoulder. Bend towards your left shoulder. And then come back to center here. And then we're gonna quickly do some push-ups to end our day 2 of our March Madness Pilates challenge. Okay, so stand at the edge of your mat here. You're parallel, hip width distance apart. You're gonna take a nice big inhale. Imagine that someone's really tugging the midline of your head, middle of your head, so you're growing taller. As you exhale, you're starting to roll all the way back down. Now, once your hands are down, you're gonna walk out 4 steps to a plank. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to a plank. Now, you can stay on a plank shape position or start doing some push-ups. We're really just going to do 3 push-ups here. Up to you. And 2. And 1. Pick up those hips. Okay, downward dog if you do yoga. And walk back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then we're going to start rolling all the way up. Head comes up last. Okay, that is our 30-minute day 2 of our Pilates challenge. So you can definitely continue the last portion of this with a couple more sets if you like. But I will see you on the next challenge, which is going to be our day 3. So see you then.